In the spring town, there lived a couple, Henry and Samantha. Both of them were kind-hearted and hardworking. They have been married for many years, but they weren't blessed with a child. It was the only thing that made them sad. One such day, Henry returned from his work.
Hey dear, I have an idea. Why don't we adopt a child from orphanage? By God's grace, we have everything that we desire but a child. If we adopt someone, the child will get love of parents and we will get a child to love. Our family will be complete. We will give him all the love and he will get everything he wants.
My dear, I was thinking about the same thing. I have been thinking about it for past few days. Tomorrow, I will go to an orphanage and inquire. Next day, Henry got up early and went to an orphanage. There, he started talking to the officer when he saw a kid sitting on a bench. Henry liked this kid very much, as if he was meant to be with his family. Sir, who is that kid sitting on that bench? I want to adopt him. I feel like we have some connection.
Mr. Henry, all the people who wanted to adopt him said the same thing. But when they learned about his disability, they refused to adopt him.
How is that possible? He is so sweet. Why would someone do it?
Mr. Henry, his one leg doesn't work at all. He's handicapped and hence no one wants to adopt this poor boy.
Henry went to the kid Eric. He talked to Eric for some time and gave him chocolate before leaving the orphanage.
What happened, dear? You are late today. I've been waiting for you for so long.
Oh, did you forget? Yesterday I told you that I will visit the orphanage. That is why I was so late. Samantha becomes very happy hearing this news.
Oh, please tell me what happened there. Did you like anyone? I am so excited that I want to adopt a child as soon as possible.
Yes, dear. But will you please listen to me? Henry told Samantha about everything that happened in orphanage in detail. Henry became very emotional as he liked Eric very much. Samantha understood his feelings.
Hey, so what? If we had a son and same thing happened to him, we still would have taken care of him, right? I think we should go and adopt Eric tomorrow.
Henry became very happy when Samantha agreed to adopt Eric. You will be a very good mother, Samantha. Next day, Henry and Samantha went to the orphanage early in the morning. Both of them talked to the officer on duty. That is when Samantha saw Eric for the first time.
Dear, is this Eric?
Yes, but how did you know?
He is as sweet as you told me. So I guess that he must be Eric. He's really very cute.
Henry started discussing about the procedure with the officer and Samantha went to Eric. She picked him up and started talking to him and playing with him. Eric was also very happy to play with her. After finishing the procedure, Henry and Samantha returned home with Eric. Both became very dedicated and took good care of Eric. After few days, they admitted Eric in a school near to their house. On weekends, they would take him to the garden to play. Everything was fine. One day, Samantha said,
Hey dear, I think we should take Eric to some specialist for checkup. Whenever he sees someone running and jumping, he becomes very sad. I think he wants to walk and run like everyone else.
The officer at the orphanage told me that the chances that Eric could walk are very few. But we will definitely take him for a checkup. Next day, Eric went to school as usual, but few children made fun of him because of his disability. They pushed him and Eric fell down. He started crying and left the school premises. He sat under a tree and saw other children playing and running, which made him heartbroken. Just then he heard a pigeon flapping its wings vigorously. This pigeon is trapped. I have to help him out of it, otherwise he will die due to hunger. Eric removed the pigeon from the trap, gave some water to drink and set it free. But it wasn't an ordinary pigeon. It started talking to Eric.
My dear friend, I am a magical pigeon. You saved my life and hence I want to return the favor. Tell me, what do you want most?
Oh, magical pigeon, I don't want anything from you. But I don't have any friend. Will you be my friend? Pigeon was pleased to see that Eric wasn't greedy. So it told him,
My friend, take this. These are shoes. But they are not ordinary. They are magical shoes. If you wear them, you can walk, you can run, and you can jump all you want. And they will be with you always. No one will tease you if you wear it.
Pigeon gave the magical shoes to Eric and flew away. When Eric wore those shoes and miracle happened. He was able to walk, run without any support.
Yay! I can walk and I can run.
Eric returned home running happily. When Henry and Samantha saw him walking, they couldn't believe in their eyes. Eric told them everything. They thanked the pigeon from the heart and lived happily after that.
A rich man named Shane lived in the village of Ramsey. His son Adam used to lead a very lavish life. He did not value money. He had a friend named Remo. Remo was a very intelligent and hard-working guy. He used to work really hard. Shane was very happy with Remo's efforts. Remo and Adam used to study in the same school. Since Remo was poor, Adam used to make fun of him. And this used to make Remo sad. One day, I will earn more money than Adam. Then I will show it. Remo returned to his house. He was very sad sitting there. Then his father entered and told him, Remo, what happened to you, my son? Nothing, father. Okay, then tell me, how was your day? I had a nice day. I met Adam on the way home. He started saying bad things to me. Let it go, son. Everyone's good deeds stay with them. You do good deeds. Understood? Yes, father. The next day, Remo started working again. On the other hand, Shane was trying to give him some knowledge. Adam, do some work too. It's not nice that you spend all your time with friends and living lavishly. Look at Remo. He's so loyal and hardworking boy. He does whatever work given to him. Yes, I know, father. You don't have any other job than praising him. You do that only. After listening to what his son had to say, Shane started thinking. He really loved his farms and wanted to start a new business. He said to Remo, I was thinking that we start another business. Something related to farming. What do you think about that? Do whatever you want. I want you to take responsibility of that. I won't work there. I will just look over things there. Okay, son, that's fine. All you have to do is look over the business. Shane bought a land in the village itself and opens a farm and gives all the responsibilities over to his son Adam. Now Adam also started taking his responsibilities seriously. He started working really hard at the farm. One day his father bought a tractor for him. Adam took the tractor and stood in front of Remo's house and called him outside. Remo came outside and looked at the tractor standing outside his house. Adam, where did you get it? It is really great. Can I drive it? I just brought it here to show it off. Can you even afford it? As if I will let you. This really hurt Remo. He went inside the house. What happened, son? Today again you are sad? Adam bought a new tractor, and when I asked him to let me drive it, he told me that I can't even afford such things. Just watch, father. I will also one day buy a really great tractor. Don't worry about it, son. When I was young, your grandfather gifted me a gold tractor. Now you decide what you have to do with this small tractor. What will I do with this small tractor, father? That you only decide. Whatever you do in future depends on that only. Okay, father. Remo took that small tractor and laid on his bed and started thinking. He started remembering his grandfather and started talking by himself. He said to himself, Oh grandpa, why did you leave this small toy? It's of no use to me. I can't even afford a big one. Suddenly Remo heard a voice. Who's there? Whose voice is this? Remo saw that his grandfather's photo on the wall was talking to him. Son, this is not a toy. It is a magical tractor. It can even turn into a real tractor. Your father does not even know about it. Only you are aware of that. How will it work, grandfather? There is a key on the tractor. Turn it around and say, Oh small tractor, grow big. It will turn big. When your needs are fulfilled, tell it, now turn small again. It will turn small again. Understood? The next day, Remo took the tractor to his backyard and inserted a key in the tractor and said, Oh magical tractor, I want you to get big. And then magic happened. The small tractor turned into a big one. He and his father became happy. Remo stopped worrying about a tractor. Now I will show this tractor off to Adam. Now Remo started driving the tractor around the village and got some odd jobs. Just like that, he went to Adam's farm one day. Adam was very surprised to see Remo's golden tractor. "Oh Adam, this tractor was gifted to me by my grandfather. It's made of gold. How do you like it now?" "Remo, your tractor is really nice. Can you tell me how does this work?" Innocently, Remo tells him everything, and Adam listens to it carefully. And Adam comes to his house at night time to steal it. "Now I will also keep this tractor. Remo, I saw how you were showing it off. Let's see how does it work out for you." Adam turns the key on the tractor. He learned how to turn that tractor small from Remo. The tractor turned small the moment he turned the key. The moment he tried to pick the tractor up, it turned into a serpent. He became very scared looking at that and ran away from there. The tractor turned back into its bigger form. Adam never tried to steal it again. Remo earned a lot of money because of that tractor and lived a happy life with his father. Moral of the story is, we should not make fun of anybody.
In the village of Galena, there lived a boy, Harry. He lived with his mother, Jimmy, and father, Oliver. Whole family was dependent on Oliver. Their son Harry never worked for anything. "Harry, you should do some job. You neither study, nor you are getting a job. How will this work?" "Dad, I will find a job, but I won't study." "Jimmy, look what your son is saying."
Harry, why do you say such things? That will hurt your dad.
"Mom, what did I do now?" Watching his lazy behavior, his parents thought of teaching him a lesson. "Harry, if you don't want to study, it's okay. At least do some job."
Now you don't have any problem with this, right?
"No."
We will not listen to any of your excuses now. You will have to do whatever your dad says, okay?
"Yes." Thinking about this, Harry goes out of his house. What do I do now to earn money now? He starts walking toward forest. Later, he sees a garden of roses. Seeing these flowers, he gets attracted towards them and walks inside the garden. Then he hears a sound.
"Help! Help! Or I'll die! Somebody help me! Please help!"
Who's there? Ram saw a man holding his leg. What happened to you? Why are you shouting?
"Son, help me! A snake bite me! Take me to the hospital!"
Sure, don't worry. I will take you to the hospital. Stay calm. Harry takes that man to the hospital and gets him treated. Then he goes home after admitting him to the hospital. Suddenly he remembers what his parents said. If he couldn't find a job, then he will have to study. I didn't earn any money or get any job. What should I do now? On his way home, he went near the same garden where he found lots of roses. Garden owner was standing there. Harry went to him. "Who are you and how you got here?" "I was passing by and saw a gardener was bite by snake and took him to hospital, and now I am going home." "What? Gardener got bite by a snake? How my work will be done now? Who will do my work?" "If you are okay, may I do it for you?" "Sure, you can do it, but I'll give you 100 rupees a day, and work should be good." "Yes, sir, it will work for me." "You have to take good care of this garden, so it grows well. Understood? If I find any mistake, I will fire you." "Okay, sir, it's fine." Harry returns home and tells this good news to his parents.
Son, I'm so happy that you did something.
"Harry, do your work with your full heart, okay?" "Okay, Dad." From next day, Harry started working there. He understood all the work there pretty well. Watching his hard work, garden owner was happy from him. He even gave a raise to Harry. Now Harry started taking good care of the garden. He even planted a rose plant there. After a few days, that rose plant grew, but its color was weird. Huh? What's this weird plant? Whatever it is, let's see what type of flower it grows. Like other plants, Harry started taking care of that plant too. Slowly, that plant grew big and it grew a flower. Flower was weird in color. Harry really liked that flower and he started spending more time with that plant. That day, he returned home after work. Next day, when he was going from work, his father suddenly fell sick. He started feeling dizzy. Harry took him to the hospital.
Harry, son, what happened to your dad?
Mom, let me talk to doctor. I'll tell you. Harry talks to doctor. Doctor, what happened to my dad? Harry, your father got a heart attack. We need to operate quickly. Pay 1 lakh rupees on the counter. Doctor, I don't have this much money. I can't pay 1 lakh rupees. Couldn't it be less? This is the first installment. There is still more. How much will it be, doctor? Around 4 to 5 lakhs. After this, doctor goes away. Harry is now worried because he doesn't have this much money.
Son, what has happened to your dad? Tell me.
Dad got a heart attack, Mom. It needs to be operated. I'll be back. You stay here with Dad.
Okay, son.
Harry now goes to the garden owner. What happened, Harry? Why are you crying? Sir, my dad got a heart attack. I need some money. How much money do you need? Sir, I need 1 lakh rupees. I need to pay today in hospital. Will you help me? I can give you only 10,000. I don't have more. Okay, sir. Harry is now deeply worried what to do next. He couldn't pay for his dad's operation. While thinking about this, he sat near that plant and started crying. Suddenly, he heard a voice.
Harry! Hey, Harry! It's me!
Who's there? Whose voice it is?
Harry, I am that weird looking flower. Look here.
Harry looks at Flower with curiosity. Can you speak?
Yes, I can speak. I'm a magical flower. What happened to you? Why are you crying?
Magical Flower, my dad got heart attack. I don't have money for his operation. What should I do now?
Harry, stop crying. I'll help you.
Will you really help me? With its magic, Flower gives Harry lots of money. Harry happily takes that money and goes to the hospital and gets his dad treated. Few days pass. Harry gets his dad well treated. Dad is now well and Harry takes him back home. Harry, how did you manage this much money? We didn't had this much money.
Yes, Harry. How did you manage so much money?
Harry tells everything about the magical flower to his parents.
Harry, truly this is the blessing of God, son. That's why we could survive through such a bad time.
Yes, Mom. Harry goes in the garden and tells Flower, Magical Flower, will you come to my house? We will take good care of you.
Harry, I'm ready to go with you. Take me to your home with the first rays of the sun. Okay?
Whatever you say. Next day, Harry brings Magical Flower to his home as soon as he wakes up, plants it in his garden and take good care of him. With the blessing of the Magical Flower, Harry and his family live a happy life. They don't feel lack of anything. With this, Harry helps other people too.